Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today. It's Jay from Mitosu Crafts and welcome to the Global Stampin Video Hop with the theme of thanks. So today I'll be creating a card with metallic embossing featuring the Wow embossing powders. This comes in a 3-pack with silver, gold, and copper. I'll be using the silver and the gold. I'll be pairing that with the online exclusive Elements of Tax and the mixed floral dies, which is the big one. This does come with a coordinating stamp set, but I'm only going to be using that particular die. And the Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder, just to make it a bit seasonal, but you can use different embossing folders or completely not use any. So it's mainly white for an elegant look with the gold and silver. I have scrap piece of basic white for sentiment, for the die cut, basic white cardstock, which card base, which is 8 1/4 by 5 1/2 or 21 by 14 centimeters. 2 pieces of another basic white, 7 by 10.5 or 2 3/4 of an inch by 4 1/8 of an inch, and a layer of basic white the same size as the card front. So that is going to be embossed with the Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder, which I have gone ahead and done. So I started with the same size so I can cut it down, because sometimes the embossing folder does shrink or expand certain areas. So just to have a small border around, I'm gonna cut it down 5 millimeters on the top end and the right hand side, or that is 3/16 of an inch, or of course you can do 1/4 of an inch, just so it is easier. So we'll have a look at that now. So you just have a small border around. I do prefer using the deboss side for this particular die. So what I'm doing is I'm just doing the bone folder because the edges where I cut was slightly raised because I was pressing too hard. But that is now done. For the die cut, that just gets cut through, and I'll do that now. Of course, you can do adhesive sheets at the back, but whenever I do dies like this, sometimes I prefer the ends not stuck down on the card, so you can raise it up slightly. Put that away. So you can use large flourishes. Carefully take that off. And you have a lovely large flourish die from Mixed Floral. I'm just going to lightly ink blend. So I have soft seafoam and a blending brush. From the base, where it's all connected, it's a lot easier to add the colors. And just move myself upwards. There you go. Now for some embossing. So prepare your card with embossing body. So all 3 cardstock. And I'll be using the tool or script, rectangular, I guess. So Versamark. And stamp in the center. For both pieces. And then for this little one, I'm gonna use my small business stamp set. There's loads of different things there, but I wanted a straight one, so I'm gonna opt for that one. So again, ink hop in Versamark, and then stamp. Bring in your embossing addition tool. So for one, I'm gonna use the gold. I have done the sentiment and the second piece. If you have any loose powder, just take that off with a brush. Depending on what sentiment you want, then you can do the same in gold. But again, as I said, I have done that one already. Clean up and then do the second script in silver. So I'll just do this one to show you quickly. We're independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrators based in the UK, so if you live in the UK, France, Germany, Austria, Netherlands, Belgium, or Ireland, you can purchase current Stampin' Up! Products from our online shop. Check the description below for the product links as well as the next video in the hop. There we go, that is now done. So we're just gonna tear the edges. And again, do this for both rectangular elements. And then finally, add some splatters in soft sea foam again. In a couple of places. So these splatters are from the elements of text as well. You have 2. So for the second one, I'm going to do second generation. So ink up, stamp off, and then stamp on. You could also add some more texture on here by splattering or stamping even. And as you go to the top, maybe do some second generation. Now that is done. So I have done one in the silver, and I've done the thanks in gold. Right, so we'll just construct our card. So with the more embossed or debossed side, I'm gonna place it at the bottom. But again, as I mentioned earlier, you can, if you don't want to emboss, you can add, I quite like to add some more metallic. This gold open weave trim. You can just add that on the side as well. That would look nice, just for a bit of texture. So just stick this down. Straight on. And because I've done the gold sentiment, I'm gonna have this one at the back. Again, just flat on at an angle. If you want it to fit in your envelope, just be careful of your sides, but I do like it coming out slightly. And then do the same. The other one. That's okay. Now for these, you can either just add dots in multiple locations, mainly around the base or halfway up. I think that should be enough. Or you can use the fine tip glue pen, which is a lot thinner. Or as I said, the adhesive sheets. So I'm just gonna add that on straight here. Turn it over. Just to make sure everything is stuck down. And if most of your flourish ends aren't stuck down, you could always add some dimension by pinching the ends. There we go. And then finally do the sentiment, which I'm gonna add. I've added dimensionals and just add there. And then finish up with some more online exclusive. This one is the low profile dots. Looks like gold there. And add 3 of those. So I tend to do it next to the sentiment. Yeah. There we go. That is my card for the Global Stampin Video Hop with the theme of thanks. I hope you enjoyed that and do make one for yourself. Share your crafty creations on our Crafty Stampers Facebook group and check out the rest of the design team's projects for inspiration. Thanks again for joining me today. Until next time, bye!